Hi, welcome back to Spice vs. Spice, a series where I eat spicy food and review a spicy book and I'll let you know which one I think is spicier. Representing the book team today, I got All I Wanted Was Sushi, but I got Abducted by Aliens instead by Pedro Palermo. Thank you, Katie, for the recommendation. So of course, representing the food team, I had to get sushi, but for your Trinity, that is not spicy. Listen, I tried. I got a fire roll, which has spicy crab, spicy tuna, jalapeno, spicy crunch, and a spicy sauce. And then I also got spicy tuna on crispy rice with jalapenos on top. And if that's still not enough, I have a whole tube of wasabi that we're gonna whip out at any point. So normally I explain the plot and then the spice, but I couldn't separate the spice from the plot today because the plot is the spice. So the story follows Opal, and Opal loves sushi. Tap that line because we're gonna come back to it. So Opal was eating sushi in her car when suddenly she got kidnapped by aliens onto a space bus headed for space. This group of aliens specifically kidnaps human women and make them become dancers in space. She puts up a bit of a fight, and so then they inject her with a substance. You would think it's to knock her out, and that's where we're both wrong. The substance is meant to increase her appetite for sushi. Another woman on the bus was like, been there, done that, do what you gotta do, girly pop, to satisfy your craving. So literally, page 5 of the book, Opal was self-serving herself some sushi. So at this point, space traffic got really bad, right? And so they're at this standstill, and Opal's looking around at other vehicles, trying to see if she can find some eye candy to make her self-serving a little bit more efficient. Remember how I said Opal loves sushi? My girl's in luck because she suddenly locks eyes with an alien who resembles a fish. A shark, to be precise, with gray smooth skin and gills. Now Shark Boy's name is Kian, and he is the prince of the planet that Opal is being transported to. Now immediately the boy fell in love with Opal because as it turns out, she's his fated mate. How convenient. So then they're just both sitting in their separate vehicles enjoying self-serve sushi together, and then afterwards he was like, I gotta have her, and so he found her and she came back to the palace with him. So they quickly realized that Kian thought humans were applying to work on his planet, and Opal had to break the news to him that they're actually being kidnapped. So a big plot point is them trying to take down this alien species and their trafficking ring. There's some alien politics, assassination attempts, the fun stuff. Most of the plot was really just them eating sushi together, and they seemed to really like their sushi raw. My girl was getting whiplash between actual explosion and spicy explosion. Now Kian's anatomy has this interesting feature above his sushi roll that acts as a latch during mating. In other words, it has a very strong suction. Now the planet also has some customs that involve public display of sushi eating. There's a bit of breath play in the sense that she can't breathe underwater, but he can, the gills. Also, Kian has major himbo energy, is obsessed with Opal and would do anything she asks. They're so cute together, and the book was super entertaining, to say the least. The wasabi dish shoots straight to my head, but I still gotta give it to the book this time because the rest of it was not spicy. That's all I have for today, but of course I'm always looking for food rec or book rec in the comments.